What's up guys, Chasing Lamey here with episode number 58 of Welcome to Wroxham, and in today's episode we will be playing in the League Cup for the first time ever against Doncaster Rovers. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments, share it with your friends, all that good stuff, and I shall see you on the other side of the intro. So, because there's nothing to catch you up on since we last met, I thought we'd just go straight in with the team selection and introduce you to some more new players, because I had to rotate things. We played 2 games in 3 days, and some of our players were quite tired. So, first of all, let's meet our goalkeeper for today, Dafin Amarie, who you've met before. He played 1 game for us a couple of seasons. He's actually been with us for quite a long time. He's been with us since we were in the Isthmian North. One of our very, very first signings of the second seasons, I seem to recall. Played 1 game for us in the National League North, which I think we did on camera, where he conceded 4 goals. But, he's had a season on loan in the 3rd division in Romania, his native Romania, to get a little bit better, and hopefully he'll do as well today. We're going to give him a chance and see what kind of goalkeeper he's becoming, because having backup to Randy Straker is going to be very important this season, I have a feeling. At right back, Martin Carrizo. He is on loan to us from Boca Juniors in Argentina, and he is probably quite a big prospect. A very, very good looking right back for us. He needs to improve his pace, but he's only here on loan, so we'll just make the best of him this season. He has had no games at all for Boca so far, but we'll give him his professional debut today and see what kind of player he looks like turning out to be. He's been playing in the Under-20 World Cup for Argentina, so we assume he's got to be a fairly decent player. Kyle Samuel, you met him last time, plays at right back, has a good look to him, so we're going to make the best of him. I think he's going to become a real big prospect for us. Alongside him in the centre of defence, another loanee, Oscar Gonzalez, another South American centre half we've signed from Paraguay. He's on loan from Olympia, and he again looks like a quality player. We like him as a centre half. Let's have a look at his regular. He's going to be playing ball playing defender today, so we'll look at what he does. The ball playing defender, good tackling, good marking. Decent-ish in the air. I think he's probably a better left-back than he is a centre-half, if I'm honest, but he's very, very tall, so hopefully that will help out. Good positioning and good tackling, and one, I think, for the future. He's one I'd actually hope to keep around at the end of this season, but I'm very aware that we'd have to find a couple of £1 million to bring him in, which I don't think is going to happen, so we'll see what happens there. Jazz Linton, Ollie Ewing, Jacob Wright, we met him last time, and of course Ben Cottrell. Trent Cone-Doherty starts as our right winger today. He joined us from Liverpool, having started his career at Derry City. 3 under-21 caps for the Republic of Ireland. He's very, very quick, which is what we're going to need today. Good dribbling, good crossing, good technique. What I'd expect us to see a lot more of as this season progresses. Has not played any professional games so far in his career, but of course has had some time at Liverpool, playing very, very well for their under-21 side. As we can see here, he's done some good stuff. They paid 150k for him, and I paid nothing when they released him, and I'm quite happy with that as a development, quite frankly, because I think we're going to get a good profit on him when we do eventually let him move on with his life. Sam Malonga, you met last time, starts on the left wing behind Jayden Williams. Bobby Burns, Ross English, Austin Chimese, you met last time. Joe Hugel, you met last time. Boake, Harrison, Maguire, Sean Maguire is a player who brings some experience to the squad. He came into us from Preston after scoring 47 goals in 307 games. A very good striker, 33 years old. Has 12 caps for the Republic of Ireland and a single goal, which is always good. Previously of Cork City, where he got 38 in 51. Dundalk, Accrington Stanley, West Ham, Sligo, and Waterford United. So he's been around a while. Not a prolific goal scorer, but I feel like a guy who can create some stuff, can play on the wings as well. So we've got plenty of options to make use of him. He is in decline at 33, of course, but I brought him in just to add some experience to the squad. We'll see how that goes for us. Had a pretty good pre-season too. Lucas Stevenson and Matthew Smith completing the bench. So let's go and get this one all kicked off, and we'll see what we can do against Doncaster today. Nothing massively exciting happening elsewhere in the fixtures. But of course, if we win this one today, we could get a Premier League team to come visit us and that feels like something we're going to need. We're going to do the opposition instructions, and we're going to get this kicked off. So into the dressing room, and the pressure's all on them. What have we got to lose? Go out, cause an upset. That's always good. Doncaster are also in League 2, which is a little bit more of a test of our ability for League 2 this season. We're going to do the make a difference, though, just to really hammer home. We'd like to get through to the next round of this cup competition, which I think is something we're very capable of doing. We're on TV again. Great stuff. I think it's something we're very capable of doing, getting ourselves into the next round of the cup. We got the round of the FA Cup last season. This team's significantly better than the team we had last season, so we should be doing okay, I think, in the grand scheme of things. Doncaster, of course, in the red and white stripes, or hoops. We are in the blue, as always. Time to kick this one off, and let's see what we can do against Doncaster Rovers. Free kick now with Carizzo taking it into the box. Good, deep chance, but unfortunately doesn't find any of our players. Dewhurst there equal to it as far as goalkeeping goes, and we're going to just wait and see what happens here. Sass Davis too close to Maxwell, to Ravenhill, to Venom, or Vernon. I didn't see that name properly. It's fine. Carizzo makes the tackle either way. Cottrell picks up the ball over the top looking for Sam Malonga. Sam Malonga can't get to it. Terrible first touch, let's be completely honest about that one. That was not the first touch we were looking for. And more Taylor runs at us. Linton picks up the ball. Gonzalez, big ball forward. Looking for Williams, doesn't find him close. Williams picks up the ball, plays it off to Cone Doherty. Cone Doherty could do something here. Gets down the right-hand side. Can he get a crossover? That's going to be important. Gets it into the box. Malonga with a header. And it's just gone over. But we're still looking pretty strong in the grand scheme of things. And Dewhurst gets a goal kick straight away to Sass Davis. To Alowu forward to Close, plenty of time on the ball, finds more Taylor, and all the way back now to Alowu, to Close, goes deep down the wing looking for Noyle. Kyle Noyle is a player I know very, very well, played for Swindon for a little while. Gonzalez back to Amarie to Samuel. We've got plenty of time to build up slowly here, and Williams picks up the ball, lays it off to Wright. Wright finds Cone Doherty. Cone Doherty could make a nuisance of himself here going into the box. Can he get a crossover? Finds Carizzo going back. Ewing with a shot from range off the post. Alowu to Maxwell, and Maxwell gets it clear. But we're going to keep the pressure up. Samuel to Ewing to Wright. Carizzo can't keep the ball, and Vernon ends the highlight with some good work there. In the grand scheme of things, hopefully things will work out all right. Throw in now with Kyle Noyle, and finds more Taylor. Back to Noyle, and Close inside to Walker. Walker back to Alowu. Alowu to Sass Davis, goes deep over the top looking for Vernon, but Carizzo gets there first. Kane Doherty can't win it in the air though. Vernon to Walker. Walker over the top looking for one of his teammates, but Kane Doherty has dropped deep to pick it up. Ewing back to Amarie, to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a big ball forward looking for Malonga, heads it down to Wright. Wright finds Kane Doherty. Kane Doherty trying to make some space, goes for a shot from range, and it's just over the bar, and we are still looking very, very threatening in this one. Throw in now with Maxwell for Doncaster. Finds Samuel's head, but Vernon will pick up the free ball. Close. Plenty of time. Lays it back to Alowu. We're not doing a great job of the pressing in this one. Griffiths through to Moore Taylor, who's now a shot, hits the post. It was offside anyway. And we have got away with that one, which is just fine by me. We will hopefully see better things and better days coming. And hopefully there is a goal to come from us. Free kick now with Gonzalez, and he puts the ball short to Cottrell, back to Samuel. Samuel over the top looking for Cone Doherty. Heads it down in the path of Jaden Williams, can't get it, but Cone Doherty picks it back up. Sass Davis clearing that cross. Griffiths won't win that in the air. Cottrell gets beaten to the ball, but Wright picks it up. Over the top to Malonga, and Malonga puts it away for his first goal of the season. Sam Malonga doing excellent work on his debut for the club. 1-0 already, and Sam Malonga, I was thinking of taking off. You can see at the bottom here, he had a 6.5 rating before he puts that away. Maybe he's one of those players who just pops up for a magic moment from time to time and doesn't do a lot before then. But Sam Malonga doing his bit to put us ahead. Half-time on the horizon, but we lead 1-0. So it's half-time, we lead 1-0. Sam Malonga's goal putting us ahead at the half, and we're going to go into the dressing room and see what we can do from here. So, half-time team talk then. We're ahead on the scoreboard. We deserve to be given how much we've created. I'm pleased, and so is all of our boys. good stuff all around. We'll see if this second half leads to more goals for us. I mean, I'll be happy to hold on to 1-0, but more goals would certainly help us out just to make this safe. Free kick now with Burnham for Doncaster into the box. Gonzalez heads it away. Cone Doherty gets it clear after close hits the post. And we are still looking okay. I am going to make some changes very shortly because our defence is not looking terribly strong. There's a couple of players on bookings. It's probably a good time to switch some stuff around, so I'll do that in just a second. So in typical Wroxham fashion, I made all my subs, and then Bobby Burns, one of the subs, picked up an injury. I had just brought on Sean Maguire using my last sub, and Smith, Boaki and Stevenson have all come on. So I'm going to have to really have a rethink here. I think it's just going to have to be going to 3 at the back. That's not ideal, but we'll have to make the best of it. I'll try and drop some guys back just to give them a little bit of cover, because otherwise we're going to be in real trouble here. I'm very aware I've not got any wingers that I can drop back terribly well, so I think we're going to have to put Cottrell in the middle, give him more of a defensive role. We'll put Wright and Smith at the back of the defence of the midfield, just to provide a little bit of cover. Hopefully it will pay off. Let's see what best defensive roles we've got here. I don't think ball winning. We'll just go with a ball winning midfielder for Smith, and with Wright, let's see what he does best back there. This is Regista, but it's not really a defensive position. It's more. I don't know. I guess just having him in there is going to help us. So we'll make him the Regista. It's fine. Cottrell is going to have to drop a little bit deeper, unfortunately, from where he is, and I think that's going to have to be ball-winning midfielder, unfortunately. That'll be fine. Can Malonga do anything deeper, even half decently? I don't think he can. Not really, so we'll keep him out wide for now. I know Maguire can't either. That's going to be interesting. I think what we're going to do, we'll bring him centrally. We will move Malonga up top. I'm going to try and get some more kind of defensiveness out of our attack as well. We have to make some. I don't do the tactics on the channel very often as much as I should. I think we're going to go with a supporting attacking midfield role for Maguire, just to make him sit a bit deeper. Williams is going to go to being pressing forward on defend, just to try and see this one out. We are going to go for another pressing forward on defend for Malonga, because that's kind of the best he can do. And then tactically speaking, in possession we want to be narrower. We want to be narrower as best we can, honestly. Defensively, we're going to go attacking with very narrow. We're going to do a lot of short passing, a lot of time wasting, because even though there's 15 minutes left, there's just no point in trying to do anything more creative at this point. We're just going to be more disciplined. We'll play for set pieces as well. We're not really looking to do any crossing at all if we can help it. Let's go shoot on sight. We're going to have to play out of defence. It's going to be the best we can do. In transition, we'll keep our pressing game up, because that's just what we do. Careful with a slow pace down. Again, we're trying to waste time, and we're going to try and distribute to our defence. Keep everything very, very short as best we can here. I think, it's what we've got. Position's been lost. We're going to have to regroup rather than counter press. And we're going to have to counter on, whenever we get the ball. Out of possession, I'm going to drop everything as deep as I can. We're just holding things off here. We're going to trigger a press as best we can. That's going to be our next big thing. Defensive line, drop off more. Pressing trap. We're going to trap outside. I've never used that before, and we're going to try and stop crosses as best we can, because it just feels right. Let's go with that. We're going to see out 15 minutes here with 10 men. could be very interesting. I hope Bobby Burns' injury isn't too serious, because if it is, we could be in real trouble. We just need to hold them off now for 15 minutes and hopefully see this one through. Williams now on the ball. Cottrell to Maguire. We are making some attempt to attack at least. Flint plays it to Ravenhill. Ravenhill needs to be tackled though. Sass Davis to Rhodes. We are sitting very deep back. 5 minutes to go here. But Bennett coming through wide, and Beachy gets the goal for Doncaster, and we've had to invite the pressure to stay defensively semi-solid. Have a feeling the Carabao Cup goes straight to penalties. I'm not sure off the top of my head. So, touch and go here, really. But with 10 men, the fact we held off for 10 minutes is something miraculous. I have told Daphne Amarier to be more of a goalkeeping goalkeeper rather than a sweeper keeper. Highlight straight from kickoff, and Stevenson on the ball to right back to Stevenson. Stevenson finds Williams. We are trying to waste time as much as possible. Right to Carrizzo. Carrizzo over the top, looking for Malonga. Malonga won't get there. Williams will, though. Maguire finds Williams, who plays in Malonga. Can Malonga get a second? He can't. Dewhurst is all over that ball. And he plays it to Hayes Green, to Noyle, to Walker, to Griffiths. Griffiths, we're just letting them play. We're sitting back in our own half a little bit more than we'd like to. Ravenhill to Bennett. Bennett punished us last time. Good cross to Beachy. And that one goes wide, and we just need to hold off until the final whistle here and hope we can get some luck in a penalty shootout without Gareth Bale, who would of course have been among the players stepping up to take it. If we get there, it should be okay. I'm not entirely sure what the penalty taking situation looks like with this current team, so that could be interesting as Dewhurst collects a loose ball. Noyle on the ball now to Griffiths, to Walker. Williams wins it back. Maguire finds Malonga. Malonga looking for Williams, can't find him. Over the top, Stevenson misses the header. Beachy is through, and he's been powered over the bar. And we are going to do our best to frustrate them for the next couple of minutes, because we are holding on for dear life, and it is going straight to penalties. Maguire and Cottrell, the first two up for penalty shootout, seems wise. We'll put Malonga up next, and then we'll put Williams. We'll put Jacob Wright. Feels like a strong move. We're going with composure over penalty ability for where it matters. Smith can go up 7th, then we'll put Carrizzo in for that one. Boakie and then Amarier for the final penalty. There's not much to tell between them as penalty takers. We'll give them a little team talk and we'll see if we can get anything out of this. With the underdogs today, that suits us. Go out there and cause a few surprises. That works for us. Let's just do a bit of an all-round team talk. Let's do a no pressure on you. Penalties are a lottery. Don't overthink it. That feels like it's going to be a good shout for us. Everyone looks calm out of the penalties, which is nice, but keep them as calm as possible. We'll get things underway as best we can. Maguire steps up first, and you'd think Maguire would be a solid choice for a penalty taker with his experience. Steps up, tucks it away, and we lead on penalties 1-0 as Griffiths steps up to face Amarier, who hopefully will make a good save here. Goes the wrong way, unfortunately. And it is 1-1 in the penalty shootout as Cottrell steps up. Ben Cottrell, one of our longest serving players in this team. He steps up, has a pop, puts it just under the goalkeeper in the bottom corner, and Ben Cottrell makes it 2-1 as Sass Davis is the next to step up and face Daphne Amarier, who is not the biggest goalkeeper in the world, I'm now realising, and doesn't get to that one. Would have done had he been a little bit taller, you have to feel, and Malonga steps up to try and break the deadlock. It is 2-2. Can Sam Malonga repeat his heroics from earlier? He puts it into the bottom corner. Good stuff by Sam Malonga. And it's 3-2 as Walker steps up. This could be a long penalty shootout. I'm starting to feel like it could be a very long penalty shootout. Walker steps up, and Amarier doesn't get there. And it goes to 3-3. We're hoping for someone to miss for Doncaster, I feel like, as Williams steps up. Jaden Williams, Mr. Reliable as a goal scorer, steps up, puts it into the bottom corner. Nice and easy, no heroics, just does what he needs to do, and Ravenhill is the next to step up for Doncaster. It is 4-3 on penalties as things stand. Ravenhill steps up, and Amarie is given up. He didn't even bother moving for that one. It is 4-4 as Wright steps up. Another immensely experienced player for us. Goes straight for it and puts it into the net. Wright doesn't even give the keeper a chance to realise he's there. It's 5-4. And all eyes on Daffin Amarie and Beachy, the man that got the equaliser for Doncaster to take us to penalties. This is a one-on-one for the ages, and we need Beachy to miss. Ideally, he doesn't, though, unfortunately. We're into sudden death on the penalty shootout as Lucas Stevenson steps up next to face down the Doncaster keeper and puts it away. No hesitation. We're just getting the job done. Nice, easy, calmly. Amarie stepping up. Who is facing Amarie? It is Kyle Noyle. This could be very interesting for us. This could be the one that misses. Is he going to go straight for it or take his time? He's taking his time a little bit, and Amarie guessed right but didn't quite get his hand to it. And we go again with Matthew Smith, one of our more experienced players. A leader in our squad steps up, and it's saved by Dewhurst. What is going on here? This is the time for Amarie to make himself a bit of a hero as Rhodes is the man stepping up. And I do have a sinking feeling. I'm wondering how the guys in the wheelchairs got up into that top row of the stands. Rose has a pop, and Amarie could have stood still and he would have saved it, but he went for the save. We got in the first round of the penalty shootout, and it's not the one, boys. It's not the one. We're not going to get a glamour tie in the League Cup, but it does mean we get to move on with the league. Well, numbers we should have won. Trust the process. I think that's fair. I think if we kept 11 men on the field, that would never have made it to a penalty shootout. But unfortunately, Bowie Burns picked up that injury at the wrong time. It's not really helped us out tremendously. But such is life. Such is life in this situation. It'll be okay. We will make it happen. We're trusting the process. We're trusting the process. Let's have a look and see where we're going to come back, shall we? So I think having played two games really close together, we're going to come back for the Liverpool game in the EFL Trophy Northern Section Group G, which is way too many words. We're welcoming Liverpool to Trafford Park. In terms of the Liverpool side, there's no one who we're going to recognise. We've got too many regens in the game at this stage for there to be big stars there. But I'll have a little scout of them and see if anyone looks like they stand out before we get to that next episode. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. Thank you very much for joining me today. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments. Tell me how far you think we're going to go this season. I don't know if a promotion is on the cards again this year. I think this is going to be a season where we consolidate and we build a new dynamic going forward. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. As always, been Chasing Lamely. Stay safe, and until next time, have a good one.